If you're watching this video, you have to understand all of them have the same polar piezo pickup, which is incredible, you know, so you don't have to spend CR money to get CR sound. You can get that in your waves.
Well, the CR, you know, I haven't really described the CR. The electronics are much more sophisticated.
Okay.
The craft and everything that goes into those instruments are the top that we can offer. But from an electronic standpoint, now with a CR instrument, you've got a battery in there, which has a lot more power than a supercapacitor, and a lot more control. You have active treble and bass control.
Yes.
And you also have, you have that three-way switch, okay? And when it's in the pits mode at one extreme, we talked about that. That's going to give you one of the things I deal with is that people are using the pits mode with the bow, and then they're complaining that it doesn't have an even response and so on, which is true. In the pits mode, it does not bow well unless you have a specific kind of funky sound you're looking for. Again, there's no law against doing. As a musician, you get to do whatever you want to do, but if you're not really savvy to what that switch does, and you try to use your bow in the pits mode, it could be very unsatisfying. And people will think, well, they should bow well in every position, you know, every switch. Well, not really. This system is designed to do different kinds of things, and if you want to really get that more even and sustained pit sound, you need to do something that is counterproductive for bowing. So that's why the switch exists there. Plus, there's a third position, and that is a kind of an acoustic filter. Main thing it does is it wipes out low end that you will never hear on a cello. Okay.
On a traditional cello.
Has a limited.
On a traditional cello, we make that super important.
An acoustic cello really doesn't produce the fundamental of the C. You know, that low note, you're hearing the first harmonic. You're not hearing the fundamental because the cello doesn't really go there.
Okay.
And it still sounds deep and rich. I mean, I love acoustic cello sound. So, but if you want to sound a little more like an acoustic cello, which is not my primary focus, but still, a lot of people want to be able to express themselves in a way that's more analogous to an acoustic instrument. And so that third switch position is a high pass filter to have a very, very dramatic drop off in the low frequency response at around 180 cycles, which is what you have on an acoustic instrument.
May I ask about the circuitry? So I know the pickup yours, but now we're talking about the preamp, the inners. I don't know this world very well, but the inners, the electronics, is that your proprietary in the CR level, or is that someone else who made it for you guys?
Oh, we don't make our own electronics.
Okay.
But we do specify the parameters that we want these electronics to accomplish.
Where are they from? Would you mind telling me where the electronics come from? Do they come from China, Japan, Europe?
They originally came from they all come from the U.S. actually.
Really?
Yes. The circuit I was telling you about in the NXTA is made in Boston.
Okay.
Brilliant guys there. Also, the electronics in the CR are made by EMG Company, famous for their pickups and for electric guitar pickups and electric bass guitar pickups. And I did some testing among my clientele, and they all loved the EMGs, and that's sort of how that got started, and so we continue to have EMG as a supplier for those CR electronics. The polar pickup is ours. We make it ourselves. It's all proprietary of our own.
Is the EMG, is that an American company? Where are they located?
EMG is located in California, and they are at one of the top level magnetic pickup companies out there.
I love when you say that because, I'm from California, I'm from Texas, California now, third life here in Europe. I'm all about supporting local companies and local businesses. That's why I really love the fact it's made in the EU, in the Czech Republic. But actually, you're now telling me it's made, in California as well, so that kind of makes me happy
Yeah,
too.
sure. The electronics are, again, the Euro electronics were made in California, yes.
That's super cool.